Hey, and welcome to Puro Dino. In today's episode, we're taking a look at Alfredo, my 308 GT4 from 1974, July 1974 to be correct. And I wanted to see how much of its factory originality is still intact. So just having a quick look to see what has been changed, what still remains, and yeah, let's see if we can spot a couple of things. Start from the back of the car, work our way towards the nose. So if you guys spot anything that I haven't mentioned in the video, then please let me know in the comment section below. But before we dive into this video, a quick shout out. I just wanted to take a moment to mention my Ko-fi page. It's a space where passionate creators like me can be supported by amazing people like you. Every contribution, no matter how small, goes directly 100% into keeping Alfredo not just alive, but thriving. If you believe in this journey and want to help Alfredo get back to his original glory, mechanically, cosmetically, and spiritually, please consider chipping in. With your help, we'll not only keep Alfredo on the road, but maybe even restore his full identity one day. Massive thanks already to Anva, Rocco, Utah Bronco, Didi, and Ermo. Your support honestly means the world to me, guys. Now, back to the video. So yeah, looking at the back of the car, I think the first things that, do immediately jump out at you is the Cavallino Rampante next to the license plate and the Ferrari script at on the boot lid. The Cavallino Rampante, no, wasn't there when Alfredo left the factory. The Ferrari script, certainly not. The Cavallino Rampante, some people kind of say, yeah, it's still accurate. What I mean by that is they're probably referring to a technical bulletin that was issued in 1975. But maybe I want to get back to that technical bulletin later on in the video because that's pretty interesting as well. The Ferrari script on the boot there, yeah, that definitely wasn't there. It's pretty heartbreaking to see that the script that was there, the Dino 308 GT4 script, that's gone. It's a real pity, but yeah, there's probably a story to it why that got changed and what the thinking was behind it for those people. But yeah, it's a pity. Other than that, I think when we look in the boot section, you can see it still has the blue carpets in there. They are pretty original, so I'm very happy with that. But as you can see, the boot lid itself, the inside, is missing two pieces, and bit of a pity. I would like to get to find these pieces in the original fabric, preferably original ones, if not a really good reproduction. Neither is going to be really cheap, so yeah, but it would be really cool to get that completed in the car. But other than that, there is also some tools in there. Not everything. I'll get back to that later on as well, because that's also a very interesting thing. Then on to the engine bay, and most non-service parts in the engine bay are still original. That includes the expansion tank that now unfortunately does need to get replaced. So what about that engine? Is that still the original engine from 1974? Well, possibly. More likely it's a crate engine, so a replacement engine that just never got stamped for some reason. Why? Not 100% sure, but I've done a video on it, so if you're interested to check that out, check the link in the top right hand corner to go to that video. Onto the interior now, and this is probably where Alfredo really shines. Well, as you can see, there is some bits that, yeah. But if we actually look on the inside, the interior of the car, let's get in here for a second. Oh. Most of the things on the interior are still original. Now, there is some things obviously that are not. I'm just gonna have to get my legs in here. Let's start off with this radio. That obviously is not a 1974 radio. And why would you need a radio like that if you have the symphony of a V8 just by pressing this button, pedal? Yeah, I don't get it. If I ever do replace it, I want to replace it with a period correct radio. Will I ever use that radio? Well, not really. Although somebody pointed out a little while ago, was actually a really good comment, saying that, yeah, but what if you have to wait somewhere? You're waiting to get on a boat, for example. Yeah, then a radio definitely is handy. But for driving, yeah, I don't think I will be having it on much during a trip. Then I'll probably just listen to the engine. So other than that, um, all that upholstery is still original. The carpets are still original. The one on the driver's side definitely needs a little bit of work. I'll show you that later. Um, but yeah, this is where it kind of gets a bit sad. That badge on the dashboard. Not only was it not there originally, so somebody put that on there. What makes it even more sad is that I'm quite sure that that is actually the boot lid badge. That was, yeah, broken maybe, or maybe they intentionally just took the word Dino off it to remove as much Dino off the car as they could, and they stuck 308 GT4 onto the dashboard there. Why is that so sad? Well, first of all, it is sad why somebody thought they had to get rid of the name Dino as much as possible from this car. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't actually take the word Dino of the gauges. And now my phone won't actually. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's really sad that that badge is broken, painted, and then stuck onto the dashboard. I will look into getting the paint removed from the badge without damaging the badge, hopefully. I know it's missing the Dino bit, but still, I would like to get that badge looking a little bit better again. Uh, the more I look at the detail of the 308 GT4, the more I kind of am convinced that this is an original badge that they stuck on there. So yeah, hopefully I can get it cleaned up and we'll have a better look at that badge. I obviously do want an original, or not an original, but I want a Dino 308 GT4 badge for the boot. Either a really good reproduction or an original badge. Now I do have to be honest that the reproductions that I've seen so far, there is always some detail that is not correct, which is a bit sad. So I am kind of looking for an original one, which they are very hard to find. And if you do find them, obviously people know that they're hard to find, so they're asking ridiculous amount of money for it, unfortunately. So when we go on then, what else have we got in the car? We've got a steering wheel, obviously. And as far as I've been able to ascertain, that is the original steering wheel. Incorrect screws, but Christopher Dyer has sent me the right ones. I still have to put them on there. The Ferrari horn wasn't original either, so that's also gone after. I do have a nice Dino one sent to me by Christian from Switzerland, so I have to put that on there as well. As you can see, I've been really busy or really lazy, one or the other, and I haven't actually changed that over yet, but I will do that. The steering wheel itself, I'm not 100% sure if that is still the original leather. I kind of thought it was, But what I noticed was the original ones had black leather and white stitching. This stitching is black, or they have tried to do some treatment on the leather in the past, maybe with some polish or whatever they use, and they could have just painted the stitching black. Maybe this is still the original stitching that just ended up being black, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm not gonna do anything to that for the moment. I like the steering wheel as it is. I think it looks really original. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. Now, other than that, anything else? We do have these really weird screws in the doors. I'd like to get them removed, but obviously that's going to leave me with holes, which will then have to get fixed again, which is going to be a pity, because I would like to retain as much as possible of this original material, the leather there and everything. So yeah, that's something else that really saddens me, that I really felt the need to do that. But yeah, we're going to look into getting that fixed as well. Kind of looking around to see anything else that we notice on the inside. Well, yeah, there is some more kind of things. If we open up the glove box, we have, well, there's some documents in there. We have the inside there. I am definitely not really knowledgeable on how this should look like. And as you can see over here as well, it's missing a little pin that goes in there. So I would have to find out what that particular piece is actually. I've been looking around for quite a while already, but in the parts lists of 3R GT4s, I can't find this particular part that should go on there. I don't even know what it actually looks like, and then goes in there. Now, with the speeds that I'm doing at the moment, it's not an issue. The glove box hasn't really opened on me yet during driving, so it's not that big a deal. In the back of the car as well, wait, that gets really hazy. In the back of the car as well, it's mostly still original. Well, not mostly, there is nothing really that can get changed over here, so I'm not sure about the speakers. And yeah, other than that, it has seat belts for the front, which apparently was already mandated in January 1974 in Italy, and this is a car that was delivered in Italy. So it has seat belts in the front, none in the back, and they were never added later on either. So yeah, that's the inside of the car. I have to say, I really do enjoy being in the car. I really do like the interior. I do like the way it's set up. And everything. It's just really such a pleasure to drive this. Really cool. Well, next up we have the front luggage compartment, or yeah, I don't know what you call this, the boot, the fruit, yeah. Anyway, as you can see, most of the things here are pretty original, and I'm very happy with that. What I'm really happy with is the spare wheel, the Space Saver spare wheel, which is still original. Over the time when I've been looking around for a 308 GT4, a lot of the ones that I found were actually missing the spare wheel. Then I had to look for, you know, to get one of these separately and then add it to a car that I would have bought in the past. These things are surprisingly expensive. So I was really happy that Alfredo still came with the spare wheel. Although what it is missing, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show it, is that there is supposed to be a leather strap, and there is, yeah, if you see there and there, some little drill holes where the leather strap would have been connected to. So that's a bit of a pity that it's missing that. Also, when I was looking through the parts lists on multiple supplier sites, I can't find that leather strap as a part. I'm not sure if it actually is available as a part. If anybody knows how to get one, or maybe somebody can make something like that, let me know in the comment section below, guys. It would be really cool. What I would like to add over time as well, I'm not even sure whether people actually do this for concours and stuff, is that in there, together with the spare wheel, when these cars would have been delivered to their owners, either the importer or the dealer would have added an inflator canister with the spare wheel, which would be really cool to get one of those in a 1974 version, even if it's empty, just for the show. Would be pretty cool. Other than that, there's other parts that are, or that look still original. The little pouch there, that one looks still the original one. And yeah, obviously the battery, you know, you do have to change that every now and then, so that's not original anymore. But yeah, pretty happy with that. Now we get to the front of the car, and yeah, the badge on the nose. And as beautiful as I think that this badge is, what it stands for, the legacy, everything, it's a pity to see that badge on the nose. The original badge would have been a Dino badge, obviously, it being a 1974 car. Another thing that I noticed on the car is that whoever placed this badge on the nose recessed it, which is, yeah, pretty weird actually. Why is it so weird? Because the cars that were Ferrari badged that left the factory after May 1976, they had the badge just placed on the nose. They would not have been recessed into the nose. So why this owner, or whoever actually did this, would have gone through the extra expense and time and effort to get this badge recessed into the nose, it's hard to say. I do think that what they were trying to do was make it look more Ferrari than Ferrari themselves ever intended. I think that's also why they got rid of the Dino GT, or the Dino 308 GT4 script on the rear of the car. Whoever kind of did this, I have a feeling that they were just really trying to turn this into Ferrari, more so than having it being a Dino Ferrari, if that makes any sense. Yeah, or maybe I did kind of think about that in the past, was that maybe this was done really early on, so before May 1976, and that whoever kind of did this or had this done to the car didn't have an example of how Ferrari themselves would have done it, and this is how they thought that Ferrari would do it, recessing the badge, as they had done in a lot of cars previous to that. So yeah, it's as beautiful as the badge is, it's still a pity that it's not, you know, that it's not the original Dino badge anymore. I would like to get the original Dino badge added back on, and, you know, give Alfredo his original identity back. So a quick look at the side of the car then. Yeah, the side of the car, I kind of like the wheels. They're definitely not my favorite wheels, but I do think it kind of suits the car. I personally would like to go back to the Cromodora wheels that probably Alfredo was delivered with. They wouldn't, although they would be correct, most probably, they're not my favorite wheels. My favorite wheels would be the Campagnola wheels that would have that you would have seen more often on a 246 GT. I think they look absolutely stunning on a 308 GT4. Other than that, you can see that it is supposed to have a Bertone badge right over there somewhere. It's missing that, so I'm looking to put that back on as well. The Bertone badge that would have come on the 308 GT4 that is actually the same badge that the Lamborghini Countach has. So that's maybe just something interesting to know. So what do we have here? We have a mix of beautiful originality and some very intentional Ferrari-fication. My dream for Alfredo is really to ultimately bring him back to its original identity, being a Dino, in the original color Bianco Polo Park, which is white. By the way, if you would like to support Team White, please give me a shout out in the comments, because Team Red is getting a little bit big, so we need some support in Team White. But yeah, you know, giving him back its original identity with the original Dino badges on the nose, on the boot, everywhere else. Getting the original wheels on, the Chromodoras. I hope I will ever have a big enough budget to get a second set, having some Campagnolos as well, because they absolutely drop that gorgeous on a 308 GT4. Oh yeah, and if you remember that tactical bulletin that I talked about earlier, I was going to talk about it in this video, but I realized that it would take us too far. It would take me too long to talk about, so I'm going to do that in a separate video, I promise. And to spice things up a little bit, it is one of the only things that I really disagree on with one of the Ferrari historians. So yeah, check out that video once I make that and it's available. So guys, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, because it really helps the channel grow. And you know, maybe one day I'll be able to fund everything that we want to do with Alfredo. Until then guys, you know, hopefully see you in the next episode. Ciao a tutti, see you next week, bye bye.